Broadcasting from Watts Creative Studios and live on Grove Street FM. You're listening to Cool Talk Live, brought to you by Brown's Heating and Air, with your host, Brandon Brown.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Cool Talk. June 30th. Cannot believe it's going to be July. This time is flying, and I am excited to have two guests here today. We kept Heather over from Talk Local to me.
Heather hijacked.
We just get to talking and lose track of time. But Heather. I wanted to keep Heather here to go over. It's a new event starting tomorrow, Pirate Bob with Central Virginia Coalition. So anybody's listening in the area and you have kids, it's summer break, need something to do, please listen right now. This is a free event for your kids with, I know it's some prizes and something going on at the end. So Heather, what's going on with Pirate Bob and how do they get involved?
Lots of prizes. Yeah. So Pirate Bob is an event that we hold basically throughout the month of July to get people supporting local business. And you don't necessarily have to purchase something everywhere you go, but it's just letting you realize what businesses are open and available to you. We've done this in the past, and a lot of people that played were like, oh, wow, I didn't even know that business existed. So it's just a way to get them kind of in the front of your mind. So, and then it's something fun for you to do with your family that's not behind a TV screen or, a video game. And it's getting you out. And, like I said, we have two maps this year.
It's a scavenger hunt for the kids.
Basically, he's the cutest little pirate ever. His name is Pirate Bob. And Bob stands for Beacon Online Banking because Beacon Credit Union is our title sponsor of the event. Cool. And he's got his little beacon flagpole, and so it's a little stand-up character. Each business has him, and they'll hide him in their business, and they'll move him around. And each child can get a treasure map. You can pick them up at any beacon location or at FunQuest or Firehouse Skate. And then every single participating business has a few. So like if you happen to go in the business and, you start there, they have some available. But you just walk in with your map and find Bob, and they will put a sticker or initial that you found it. And then you kind of go through the treasure map. And once you find all of the Pirate Bobs that are hidden, then you can come to the celebration party, which in Lynchburg, it's going to be July 31st at FunQuest Skating. And on August 1st for the Roanoke map, like I said, we have two maps this year. We had so many businesses in each location playing that we split it up. Firehouse Skate is going to be doing the celebration. And huge shout out to FunQuest and Firehouse because they are doing this completely free for the kids to come in and skate. So if you come with your Pirate Bob map, you get in to skate for free. And then we have some luncheon sponsors that are helping to cover the cost of a slice of pizza and a drink for your child. So you can't beat it. So it's a fun event. You have a whole month to complete it. It's not something you have to do in one day. And then at the end of the month, you can bring your kids to skate for free. And then we give away prizes. That entire celebration party, we're probably giving prizes away every minute. I mean, we have so many giveaways between toys, gift cards, and adults. You can play too. I highly recommend if you're an adult, play with your kids. Okay. We give away a cash prize to the adults. Kind of our way of saying thank you for driving your kids around. Let me give you some cash back on that mileage. Yeah. So it's just fun. And
awesome
it's
advertisement
free
for the businesses doing it. It's a summer event. Get your kids out, away, like you said, away from the television. And now that all the restrictions are lifted, it's a great summer to get caught up on this.
The biggest thing I will say is when you get your map, do check each business's Facebook or website for times that they're open so that you're not driving out somewhere and then they be closed and then you're calling us saying, well, they weren't even open. Try and get an idea. Plan your map. Plan yourself. And you can definitely do it in a day if you really wanted to. Don't suggest it because it could take quite a bit of time. But plan it out.
That's good. And then get to meet the business owners that are doing this. They're all local business owners. They're here local. A lot of them make their own stuff or they sell their own stuff. And a lot of them were hurt last year due to COVID shutdowns. So getting back out in the public and meeting you and your kids and exploring their business, get their information, helps them get their name out as well and just meet the people in the community that almost lost businesses and some of them. But most of them, all of them, thank God, survived.
Yep.
So being a part of this is huge for them as well. So get all your friends involved.
And we do have a Pirate Bob Facebook page, event page that just started yesterday. And so we're going to be doing posts throughout the month at different locations and doing giveaways even throughout the month. But if you go somewhere and take a selfie and post it to our page, we're going to be doing like pop-up giveaways. Like we just may randomly pick you and be like, look, they went there today. We're just going to, give away this toy or this, gift card. So
there is a Facebook page for it.
It's Pirate Bob. It's something to do with Pirate Bob. I think it's Pirate Bob's event 2021. You see how well Diane made it. So
we should have kept
I'm not really sure. Yeah, where's Diane?
Diane, come back. No, I'm just kidding. But that's awesome. Thanks for that info. Also, the last few weeks I've been promoting the Battle of the Bands that's coming up in August, if I'm not mistaken. That was a huge event last year, even with the restrictions. So I predict it's going to be even bigger. Car show, bands, music, food, family fun, and that's free entry, correct?
Yeah, okay. It's free. We like to do things free.
If you want to be in the car show, is that free as well?
That's free as well.
Okay, so if you have a car,
car show, free admission to the band. The bands are playing. The only thing, you have to pay for your food and beer. Beals is going to be handling the beer truck for us, local, and we have local food trucks that will also be here and different vendors that people can shop at. But there is no admission fee. We ask that if you want to make a donation to the CVABC or vote in the People's Choice Award, that's kind of how we are going to, recoup some. Or, we're still looking for anyone that is interested in sponsoring the event. They can contact us because it is, like I said, we had over 1,000 people last year in and out in the 4 hours. And that was with restrictions. And we were clicking people in and clicking people out. But I estimate with the way people are wanting to get back out, that it may be
it's going to be more. Hopefully, great weather. It's August. It's Saturday, August the
22nd.
22nd. Rain date's the 23rd.
Correct.
At Liberty Lake Park here in Bedford.
Yes.
So bring your kids. And what time does it start? 4?
4. It's from 4 to 8. And we're going to be working out some stuff with old Woody over here on Grove Street.
So we're going to have music live on the...
Yeah.
Nice.
Quite possibly
breaking news.
I might have to have a booth and over there, a Cool Talk Live. We'll just kick the radio stations out and play music on through Cool Talk Live in between the bands.
I am formulating an idea.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Man, light bulb just went off.
Yeah. Bam.
And that's awesome. Great info. So definitely check out Central Virginia Business Coalition's website for Pirate Bob and Battle of the Bands. Bring the family out, and both of these events are free. So get the kids involved.
Yes.
And thank you for that info.
Thanks for having me.
That was great.
Thanks for letting me crash your party.
Thanks for crashing. Anytime. And we also have today good friend of me and Heather's, Sabrina, who's owner of Specialty Exterminating. Kind of get some info on Specialty Exterminating, what they do, offer, and the area they offer. And she's also president of the Amherst Chamber. So she's going to go over a little bit of the chamber if you're looking to join one and in that area and some events they got coming up. So thanks for joining us, Sabrina.
Thanks for having me. It's good to see you, and it's good to be in person again.
Yes, thankfully.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Specialty Exterminating. You and your husband own this together, and what y'all provide.
So Specialty Exterminating started in 1979. His mom and dad started it and worked the business for many, many years, and they've long since been retired. He took over probably 25 years ago, I would say. So second generation owners. We handle residential, commercial, industrial accounts, and pest control, rodent control, mosquitoes, bed bugs, all that stuff. Wildlife, termite treatments, and
I wish you could have killed the tick that gave me alpha-gal before you got on me.
Yeah, we're working on that. We can help you with the ticks. And when I say we, I mean those people. I'm very good at scheduling. I don't really go out and do that. Although I will go out and get a snake now.
Behind every great business is a great leader. And you're the great leader.
Well, Calvin, he's there, and he's our kind of at the helm there, and we work very well together, for our team, and it's 21 of us now.
Nice.
And we kind of, with COVID affecting everyone, we kind of lost a few, but we've picked back up, as far as employees go, and moving right along. We also provide wildlife and some of the closing reports for real estate deals.
Okay, good. Mm-hmm. So closing, and they need a termite inspection or anything else, you can provide the forms for the realtors.
Absolutely. And the water test, we can take care of that.
I'm going to have my daughter, Riley, come work for y'all.
Bring her on.
We were at the house the other day, and this lizard was She snatched that lizard up like I have never seen.
Really? She wasn't scared at all?
No. And I mean, it was running. I never seen me catch a lizard either. I mean, she just snatched it up and was like, hey, Mom, look, I got
That'd be a good
pet.
commercial for a Specialty Exterminating. Put the shirt on her.
Let me tell you, we have an emergency line, and I get those calls. This lady called me from Lynchburg, and she was screaming. And I'm thinking, did she call me or 911? What's going on? And she's screaming. And she said, someone has to get to my home right now. Okay, what is it? And she said, I got out of the shower, and there was a lizard in the floor. So she's in the shower.
She's trapped.
Calling me, and she's so upset and crying. I said, the lizard doesn't want to be there. He's going to leave. You know, she's telling me it's just, you know, huge bearded dragon type
it's
thing.
Like the fishing story you always get.
Yes.
I lost a big one, and it's like 2 inches long.
And she's just panicking and crying. And she said, listen, if you don't come to our home now, I'm going out the window. The lizard and all of Lynchburg will see my business. I need help. So we sent someone over for this lizard, which of course was gone by the time we got there, but it helped her feel better. She slept better that night. That's what it's about. That's a great service. We've used y'all several times, rental properties, and anyway, it's always an easy call because they're on it. They respond when they say and get rid of the issue, whether bugs, pests, and wildlife. So that's great. 11 people. So I guess COVID really hadn't slowed y'all down any. It did for a while. So many were unemployed or they had been cut back so much. As you know, sometimes usually service industry things are the first thing people cut. But then they were home. They would see the bugs, call us. And so we had a short dip in service, but it picked right back up. Very thankful for that.
Good.
Some of our colleagues
we had that with air conditioning for a while. Just scared for the first few months, but then they were there enough like, we need air conditioning. We're gonna brave it. We'll put on a mask, come fix the air conditioning. Same thing with y'all. Get rid of the bugs. We're at home more now, so we can see what's going on.
And one thing too with us, we try to focus a lot of our treatments on the outside.
Yeah. So you don't have to go in as much.
Yeah, we didn't have to go in as much, and we had already started that practice a couple of years ago, so it was a good fit.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have to worry about people who were fearful of us coming in. We could help protect our employees as well, because for a couple of months we really didn't know what we were facing.
Right.
And we didn't know if masks were enough.
We were changing daily. We were changing something on how we approach jobs and work.
Yes.
And now you do have a product you can put down to help people if they have a lot of mosquitoes in their yard, even at their home, correct?
Yes, so they'll come out and take a look at the property, and the first thing they're going to do is look for anything obvious. Standing water. Yeah. Let's take care of that kind of thing first. Broken flower pots. You see old tires maybe in the woodline,
and
stuff
holds
like
the
that.
water.
Holds the water. So we try to get rid of that first because we don't want to compete with that. And then they could come in and treat some of the shrubbery, the trees, and things like that. And significantly knock them down.
It'll spray something on the yard. It's safe for kids and dogs and other pets.
Yes, it is. Once it dries, you're good to go. We use it at our home. Okay. We test it at our home, to make sure our home's got the test.
Because you got animals too and pets.
We do, and it works great. Once you get it going and you get the maintenance going and keep it current, right? It's fabulous.
That's awesome. What area do y'all cover? You got a couple offices, I know. So you're not just Lynchburg. You got a wide range, don't you?
We do. We have a second location in Farmville, so we head out that way, Keysville, that way, Dillwyn and those areas. We go down as far as Danville, not really into Danville, but pretty close. We have a company down there that we're good friends with, and if we get calls in that area, we're comfortable giving those leads to them so they can handle it. But we're kind of all over Central Virginia.
Good. Yeah, 11 people. Well, you said 21 people.
21.
So that's a lot of trucks. That's good, covering a lot of ground. And you can usually get to people pretty quick, even if it's not an emergency. They want to just get rid of some ants or bugs. You can usually get to them within the same week or before.
We do try.
Try I know it's hard, but
it is.
Some of them.
We do try to get them as quickly as possible. And, each day is different. You don't know what you're going to face or what calls are going to come in and things like that. And the weather plays a part. With rain coming in and, some people will kind of put you off a little bit, and then all of a sudden it's sunny. And
what are some of the crazy wildlife you have to get rid of? Any bears or bigger ones, or just mainly the smaller? We
have had calls about bears, and we don't take care of those. Although I think our wildlife team would like to tackle that.
Gosh.
We cannot.
You probably call the forestry or some animal control for that.
We do. We advise them to call the forestry division. But bats, we do a lot.
I bet you.
Bat work.
Forget about bats.
And they're protected. So at certain times of the year that we can't do much of anything with them, and we always educate the homeowner to let them know, that we can do. But skunks, snakes, squirrels.
I love snakes. I like snakes.
I've come around with snakes my whole life. I've been terrified, but here lately I've kind of gotten over it.
Yeah. I guess if you're going to be an exterminator, you got to get over them fears or not have the fears. I guess most of your guys are just animal lovers then.
Most of them are. And, we've got 2 on the wildlife team, and they live for the wildlife call. They love it.
Oh, yeah.
And groundhogs.
That'd be a cool little reality show.
Yes.
To follow them around.
Yes.
Watch them. I always watch the show Northwoods Law now. It comes on, and they're always dealing with the wildlife, and that's pretty fun. I said, they put some cameras on your guys and chasing all them wildlife. That'd be pretty neat to watch.
It's interesting work, I'll tell you that.
So tell us about the chamber that you're part of. Is there businesses you're looking for to join, of course, and do they have to be in Amherst and things about that? Some info about them, any events coming up?
Sure. This is my 4th year serving as president of the Amherst County Chamber of Commerce. It's been one of my favorite organizations to work with. We have 195 members, so we're a small chamber.
That's good, though.
But it is,
yeah.
But we're highly visible, and we work very hard to make sure that our businesses interact with each other, and especially, as you know, through last year with COVID, none of us knew what to expect.
Right.
So out of that came chamber chats and member minutes.
Okay.
And it was so important for us to show the person behind the brand, personalize it a little bit more so that we're keeping in front of our audience, we're keeping in front of our community, and they can kind of see who's who and what they're doing. We're always looking for members. You don't have to be in Amherst. We have many members
that live outside of Amherst.
Absolutely.
As long as you're doing work, you cover that area.
Yeah, and it's been good for contacts, and as far as networking events, we've been so limited because we're coming out of restrictions now, and we've got a few that we're working on. Our first one will be at the Amherst Fire Department.
Oh, nice.
We're working out a date with them now. But our member minutes, we can be live now. So I can come to your business, highlight what's going on. We make short videos. We usually do them
and
live.
post it on all your social media. And
they've
let
been
them get to meet the members.
Well received.
That's great.
And we've picked up members because of those videos. It doesn't cost them any more.
Yeah.
The only thing it really costs would be time.
Time, just sit down for an hour or less, whatever, and tell us about your business. That helps promote them anyway, so they'd want to do that.
We don't own rights of anything. Just listen, it's here, it's public, you're a member, we're happy to help you. But we're always looking for members, and we're looking for members in particular who want to be engaged.
Right.
I don't want a business to just write me a check.
Just to have their name on the site and don't see them,
We want you to be engaged and help other businesses out. One of my favorite things is connecting businesses. And when they share best practices, this is what worked for me, this is what did not work for me.
Helping others grow together to
Yes.
make a good community of businesses that you trust.
Absolutely.
Because there's so many out there that are doing it the wrong way, or that you want to tell customers avoid this place or this, because you want everybody treated right and treated fair. So you want a group of businesses to come together and learn together. And what is it a year for businesses that do that?
It depends on the size. So if you go to amherstvachamber.com, amherstvachamber.com, there's a tab there that you can click, and you can just kind of, once you check those boxes, it formulates it for you. It's very affordable. We don't charge per event. You pay a one-time, fee per year. Once a year, and then these events you just attend. And we, of course, we have sponsors and things like that, but we don't charge you for every event that we have on top of your membership dues. And we work very hard with our members to make sure that anything they've got coming up, we're aware of, so we can promote it as much as possible. And then we've had a couple events where I've had Lynchburg Amherst Chamber members and then local Amherst members hold events together.
Right.
So it's casting a wider net.
Yeah. And it's been very vital this last year more than any because of one other thing was COVID affecting businesses and people. A lot of our businesses, mine and yours and others, are trades who rely on going to customers' houses, interacting with public. So having a group like the Chamber and Heather's group, other people to build on and have relationships so they trust your guys to come in during the pandemic. And I've noticed a lot of people in the trades are starting to have hiring issues. So I always try to advocate for the trade schools.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with colleges and going to get your major degree at all. I never advocate against that, but a lot of people when they're leaving as schools, and y'all probably have this issue, go to a trade school, learn heating and air, electrical, plumbing, exterminating, machine work, because that's what I guess the field is dying.
And one thing, and I've said this and I've heard it many times, most people don't wake up or walk out of high school and say, I'm going to be an exterminator for my career. They fall into it.
Yeah.
And most of them stay. And we've had several who's been with us 30 plus years. And they stay. And we have turnover like any business. It is what it is.
Right.
And you're dealing with people.
Yeah.
And you're talking about
things change in life.
They
exactly.
do. And you're talking about having us, especially the two of us, having people bring us to their homes. We stress that to our guys and girls, our employees. Listen, this is their home. This is their sanctuary. They are paying us to come in and help them. And so you can't approach every house, the same.
Right.
I mean, the basic principles and processes there, but the way you interact, all that has to be so individual.
Yep.
Based on that person's home. And that was really highlighted last year. Some people didn't care about a mask, but yes, we had to wear a mask.
Yeah. There was rules you still had to go by.
Some people wanted us to wear masks even outside of their home, even though we didn't come in. That's fine.
Yeah.
If that's what makes you comfortable, this is your property. You asked us to be here.
That's right.
So that's just part of service work.
That's right.
Finding what works for your customer.
Yeah, that's definitely last year has changed everything. And we've had a hiring issue, or not, I guess a trade industry
we have too.
issue before COVID.
Yes.
In all trades. So it's been vital even more now to come together with other local businesses in the chamber or Connect or Central Virginia and help find the people you need to push them into these trades, because like you said, most high schoolers they don't think about heating and air and electrical or exterminating and stuff. It's once they get to graduate and they find out, oh, I don't have the money to go to this college. What do I do? And that's what I did when I graduated, and I got an apprenticeship that my college was paid for, luckily. So 2 years, my college was done. I had heating and air and no bills for schooling for years.
Right.
So. Do y'all have any business expos or hiring expos or any way you do to help other businesses get the word out? Or
the chamber we do. We actually have a tab on our website as well where you can post jobs. We send them out for you. They will let us know. We send them to all of our members, and we have, like any business, we have an email of members, and then we have just an email bank that people who want to receive our newsletters.
Yeah, the newsletter,
like
and then you put the job post in that.
As soon as we get them, we send them out. You and I are part of a networking group. Lynchburg Connect, and I can't tell you how many times we have the same conversation amongst these business owners about hiring,
right,
and how difficult. And for some of us, it was 5 and 6 months without a single applicant. And it wasn't just one industry; it was across the board. And I'm not sure when that's going to start to correct.
Yeah, the pandemic added stress to it because of the unemployment. Now everybody's getting applications to fulfill their unemployment to get paid, but they're not showing up for the interviews. So it does stress small business owners, because you go to restaurants now, even restaurants, and they're so short staffed, it's taking forever and you feel bad for the ones working hard that it's not their fault, but and it's hurting the whole industry. So
that's one thing at the chamber we've been proactive about as much as possible. If you need help, don't wait until it's a problem. If you anticipate needing help, let us know so we can start helping you push these things. And I think it's been helpful, but I think we are in so deep at this point, it's going to take a while to come out of that.
It is. In schools, I always tell other businesses that I talk to, schools do have a career day. If you can get involved with your local school, go to the career day, sign up, set up a booth, and tell them about your business and the trades, and you can make so much, you can make a really good living with benefits and pay for these places.
We offer classrooms to careers through the chamber, and we're partnering with the Amherst County High Schools.
Okay.
And they have to do so much almost externship type work to graduate. So we bring the businesses in. They come in, the students sign up. So we've had a couple of Connect members speak. We did, and they sign up. Okay, I want to learn about this trade.
Yeah, see if you like it.
See if you like it, and we have these people come in and not just give the high glossy view. No, these people come in and answer the tough questions from these students.
Right.
And it's been fascinating because we've had students say, "I just would have never thought that I would be interested in this."
Yep.
And we had one young man who he was so thankful. He sat in on the drum and electrical, and he said, "None of my family have ever done anything of the work in the factory." He said, "I didn't think this was something I could do. I just assumed."
And he liked it, loved it.
And so his guidance counselor was there. She was helping him look for training. And so they were looking at a couple of local places to help get him in. So, it works. And we allow the students to sign up. They're not forced to be there. So they automatically have some type of ownership in what they're looking for. So that was kind of our way of help contributing in the early stages until we get all the career technical training programs that they've been working so hard on for so long. Yeah, we get kids all the time. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. And that's why I like these business owners to talk, because I'll tell them, look, I was horrible in school. I mean, I passed with B/C average, but I hated tests. I never had the attention span to sit and put me in the shop or the field and show me hands-on. Yes. And that's what heating and air taught me. And I was learning hands-on. Before I know it, I was learning wiring schematics and math, how to size stuff, and didn't even know I had that in me because I put it to work in the field. And I tell them, come learn, ride and go to the chamber events like that. Yes. Try electrical for a week, plumbing for a week, exterminating, and then see what you like. And then you can, and then push. We need to get more kids involved in that. And instead of just straight to college, 4-year degree, and then they're in debt for a while, and which is nothing wrong with that if you know what you want to be. You know where your goal is, but there's a lot of programs, apprenticeships that help pay for the college and these programs. And a quick plug to the Amherst County Public Schools. I know Dr. Arnold has been pushing this, and he has made the comment several times that we can't just push them all in one direction, and we're not serving the students that way. And he's been instrumental in getting that out and getting it to the parents to where, listen, it's still formal training. It may not be going off for 4 years or in some cases 6+, but it's formal training. And a lot of our students, like the welding program, they mentioned some of those students come out of high school and go straight into a welding job. Yeah. That's very beneficial, and they make a very good living to be 18, 19 years old. Yeah. And with our area, we live in a lot of country farms. I've been asked several interviews I've done, where do you find the best employees? And the best employees I've ever found have been farmers' kids. And some of the people are like, what do you mean farmers' kids? Well, they're used to getting up early. They work long hours. They work in the heat. They're good with their hands. They're just always some easier to teach and learn the mechanical part. And it is. I've hired several that I've gone to that I knew grew up on a farm, and they stand out. In this just this area. There's a lot of farms and stuff around. So I've told different trades. Find you one that's grew up on a farm or someone where their parents did make them work in the summer and do stuff, and you'll get a lot of benefit out of that. Right. And then they find it, they like the work, they like the trade, and it just comes natural to them. So that's something in this area. And for small communities who are trying to retain population and retain these young people in the area to have their families and move forward, having those, just to let them know those opportunities are there. They don't have to go away to be successful. And it's so many opportunities available. They just need to be made aware of them. Right. Yeah, we got to get out there, get to the expos and career days. Visit Amherst Chamber. Y'all do they help the classes to the field. That's great. So if you're in the area, definitely look into that. Look into trades and look out for the Amherst State Fair, the county fair coming in October. Yes. Right now it's supposed to be in Sweetbriar, October something. It is October 21st to 24th. They're still hammering out some details. It is such a major event to put on. Yeah. The Agriculture Committee, and they have some subcommittees. They work exceptionally hard to make this a reality. And it's going to be on the Sweetbriar grounds. Great. It's just same place. Do profits go to something for that, or is it just pay the fair, like the bill? I think it pays the fair. Pays it off. So I think they had seed money to begin with. I think that is to kind of earn that back and then be self-sustaining from that point forward. Awesome. What I believe that's going to be. It's always a great time. It's such a community oriented event, family event, fireworks, the whole 9 yards. Usually have some bands there and different things. Sweet. It's just wonderful. Yes. Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks for coming in today. Thank you for having me. It's great to see you. Yeah, y'all, thank you for coming. I hope you got good info. Go to Amherst Chamber's website, Facebook, like them, follow about the fair, and absolutely, get into the trade. AmherstVAChamber.com. Thank y'all very much. Have a happy 4th, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you much.